Hello, everybody. Wednesday. It is now Wednesday. Welcome to our live class. We are doing American Tango and we're doing the follow for the left promenade. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, so don't mind my microphone. I have nowhere else to hook it onto. Um, Down there on my leg. Anyways, so we're starting with the right foot, right? Let's review the elements. We have the walking steps, then we have the tango close. And then the walking steps we are executing in a promenade position, which is something new for you today. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start there because as a follow, you're in frame with your partner. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to see your partner's head turn. Okay, it's going to look over to his left, meaning your right. Okay, so when you see that head rotate like that, you are also going to look in that same direction. Okay, so that's step number one, is turning your head to the right. Okay, now set you up for success here. When you turn your head to the right, make sure that you're not coming in front of your frame here with your neck. Okay, keep your head back behind your frame. Boom. And again, just like I talked with the leads yesterday, the first thing you want to focus on accomplishing correctly is keeping the shoulders square to your partner. So even though the head is turning, okay, and we will be rotating also our hips and our toes to the right as well, 45 degrees, we are not going to allow the upper body or the frame to go 45 degrees. The upper body stays with our partner as we take our promenade steps. Okay, so again, sorry, Kitty, I almost stepped on you. Promenade position for the follow means you're going to take your nose, hips, and toes 45 degrees to your right. Okay, meanwhile, your frame, the rib cage, and the shoulders and the elbows are all staying square to your partner. Okay, which means your feet are on this 45-degree angle. So when you go to step forward, we want to try to make sure we keep that angle. You're not going to turn your toes and point them straight to the wall. They stay on that 45-degree angle, okay? And then your second step is something that we call CBMP. It stands for cross body movement position. Essentially what that means is that both your feet are on the same track or the same line or like a balance beam, right? So if you look down, put both your feet underneath you. Right now, they're on two different tracks. If you pick up one foot and cross it over and put it right in front of the other, now that's considered being on the same track. Makes sense? Like you're balancing on a balance beam, placing one foot right in front of the other. So that's what we will see on the second step of our promenade. We have our nose, hips, and toes turned to promenade because he's led that, and we follow suit. Okay, and we step. And we step on that second step. We will be on the same track down here. I'm not off two different tracks, or else I will be over in my partner's space. Okay, so stay on that same track. All right. Now we also have for us a little scissor turn. Okay, so at the end of those two walks, your weight will be on your left foot. You are going to scissor turn, keeping your right foot behind you all the way around to find your partner, okay? So here, you're gonna rotate around about 45 to 90 degrees and then be led onto your back side drag, okay? So, sorry, I'm laughing because the kids. Anyway, so we have one step, two steps. Those are our walking steps. Then we have a scissor turn. Then we have our tango close. Okay, again, the scissor turn, we are rotating to our left. Okay, and again, the amount of rotation will very much depend on how much your partner is leading the rotation. So you want to stay with them. Ideally, in a perfect world, they will get 90 degrees. Okay, but however, you're going to stay with them. Okay, so if they only get 45, please don't go all the way around because then you won't be together, right? So as a follow, it's your duty to stay with your partner. So look at the wall in front of you, put your frame up, We're going to go through this again. Now take your toes and point them over 45 degrees to your right. Okay? Now the head goes 45 degrees as well. And then lastly, you're going to make sure that your hips are right over those knees and toes. Okay? But my shoulders and my rib cage stay square. So I have these angles in my body. Then I have one walking step, two walking steps. In between those steps, I scissor turn. And then I step back, side, close. All right, let's go over the timing. The timing is the same as the basic step. So we have 2 slows, 2 quicks, and then a slow. Okay, so we have our nose, hips, and toes, 45 degrees, but our frame is square. And we have slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Let's do that again. Notice when the scissor turn is being executed. It's being executed in between the beats, okay? So this is 1, 2. This is 3, 4. We're going to scissor turn and before we step 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We'll look at that again. Hips, nose, and toes, 45 degrees to your right. Frame staying square with your partner. Head looks, and we have slow, slow, and quick, quick, slow. Again, with numbers, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And when you do that scissor turn, and this might be something you have to practice over and over and over, I did, and that's okay. You want to make sure this right leg stays behind you. Okay? Thighs are nice and tight, squeezing together, right? But when you turn, that leg doesn't come out from back position. Okay? All right, let's look at it one last time here. And slow, slow, and quick, quick, slow. And then, of course, technique-wise, make sure you can see that I'm bending down in my knees, right? I'm not pushing up straight legs, especially when we do that scissor turn. Make sure that you stay into that knee and that you're not popping out, okay? Last time, folks, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that covers it all. We did the timing. I gave you both slows and numbers so that you know exactly where you should be and when. We talked about technique, staying down in the knees. We talked about the scissor turn, keeping that right leg behind you, squeezing the thighs, right? And we talked about the technique of the promenade position, making sure the nose, hips, and toes are rotated, but the upper body stays square with your partner. I know it can be a lot, but that's why I do these videos, because it gives you the opportunity to watch over and over and over and over, okay? And I wish I had this when I started learning. So I think it's very helpful. Let me know if you have any further questions, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. I got to run. See you next time. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Thursday, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow at 3. Bye, guys.